under the palm trees in the California sun. Sand underneath our feet, the morning's just begun.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome back once again to Castlerigg Farm. Hello, it is the 2nd of July here. We are getting ready for harvest. It's all busy. A few bits and pieces to do today and a couple of things I want to show you actually as well. We've had a couple of developments. So, first of all, I'm just going to take you and show you a bit of a development in terms of our pasture land, which is really good. So, we'll just take the old quad bike. So you may remember when I spoke to you in the last episode. I don't think it was the last episode. I think it was the episode before the last one when we were doing our hay baling. I was talking about additional pasture land for the cows, just to let that other one rest a bit and get a bit of nutrients back. There was a field a bit further down the way, so you can't really see over this maze here, but there was a field I was looking at from that other grass field a bit further down there, and I spoke to the farmer who owns it, and he said that one he does actually need because he's going to be using that for hay himself. However, he did have a field up here who's willing to lease me, and it is just down the bottom of this track. Just turn the lights off on the quad, make sure we're not going to flatten the battery. Yeah, just down this track, and it's perfect. Absolutely ideal for our herd. Fresh grass, you know, not been grazed at all this year. So yeah, so we've managed to get ourselves an extra pasture land, which is brilliant, really. He did say as well, in the future, if we may want to buy this, then it could be an option to speak to him when we're ready to. But for now, he's happy for us to lease it off him, which is great. So yeah, so that is one thing I need to do first thing this morning. Is I'm going to go and use the quad to kind of herd the cows and move them down to that field and get them in, and we'll do that first thing. So we'll get that done first. They've already been milked this morning, so actually we can just get them straight in. So I will go and sort that and bring them out from the parlour and get them into the field. Now, the other thing, we've got a bit of bad news. Obviously you're aware that, you know, July, so sort of come August, we're going to be busy, full on into harvest. And I went to go and check in crops yesterday, I think it was. The majority are looking fine. We've got some good crops and I'm really excited to get them in actually and see what the yield is on the fields and see what we come away with. However, bit of bad news on the L-shaped field again down that way. You can, I don't know if you can see it from here. If I can try and run up over here, I'm pretty sure it's that huge crop of maize you can't see over the top, can you? Decent crop though. Very jealous. Yeah, so you can see it down there, the field of barley. So not ripe yet, nearly there though. It will be ripe when we get into August. But we've dropped the ball on this one. Weed control. I don't know what I've missed there. It didn't look that great, but you can see there's a hell of a lot of weeds in there. Now, luckily, we're a month away from harvesting that crop. So I spoke to the store yesterday, and they managed to deliver us up some glyphosate. So we've got 2 IBCs full of glyphosate, and that is one thing I really want to get done later on today, ideally. Cloudyish day, could rain a bit overnight, so you know, you never know, that could help sort of getting that into the crop. So yeah, spray off some of the those weeds, and hopefully we'll get a drop of yield on that field. But still, it's going to make combining easier, and hopefully we'll get a little bit better yield than we would have had if we just left it like that. So that's what I want to get done today. Now, I don't know how long those things will take in the video you're seeing, so it might be that we manage to get that done, and then the next time you join us, I might have sort of waited to do the next part of the video when we get to August to do some harvesting, but we will see how we go. But for now, let's fire up the quad and go and move these cows into their new home. And there we are, guys. Herd is in its new home. Ideal for them, really. Lovely, fresh, long grass for them really to get stuck into. We can let that other pasture lie for a bit. And as you can tell from the noise they're making, they're happy as Larry in here. So, this will do us for a good few weeks, I think. Good bit of grazing time, and hopefully in that meantime we can let that other pasture have a bit of a rest and get some of its grass back. So we're currently at just after 8:10, so it didn't take us too long to get them down here. We've got to get the quad back, and then the next job is to get the sprayer on the back of the 390, which is our row crop tractor, and get that barley field sprayed off, so at least we're ready and we've got rid of the weeds before we tackle it with the combine in a few weeks. So I'll leave these guys to it, let them settle in, and yeah, we'll come back to them later on. Okay, so there's the IBCs of glyphosate that we're going to be using. This sprayer is actually just over here. It's not been used for a few months, so we might give it a bit of a clean once we hook it up to the tractor and just give the hoses a bit of a check over, make sure everything's okay. Fill it up with herbicide and head on down to the field. And this is what we're going to stick it on. This is our 390T. You've seen me drive this, and we tend to like scrape when we've scraped the sheds and we've moved the muck into the yard. We tend to use this just for scraping that muck up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the manure fork off the front at least, and then I might leave the front loader on, get the sprayer on, and yeah, we will get down to the field and see how we go. Right, so very nice. There we go, that is the manure fork off. It's running nicely, which is good. I do like this 390D, I do have a soft spot for it. It's one of our older tractors, but it doesn't seem to miss a beat. Right. We're just under half a tank of fuel there, so we'll go and fill it up. And then we'll get the sprayer on the back. Them clouds aren't looking too clever. I'm a bit worried that we might get a bit of rain at some point today, but fingers crossed we're alright. Right. Let's get her filled up. Right, so we've just been and stuck some fuel in this 390T. Let's hook her up to the sprayer. PTO. All good. Right. So I gave this a little bit of a clean off just earlier on, and we're all fine. PTO's connected nicely. Just need to get the tank filled up with glyphosate now. Alright, so that is 800 litres of herbicide in the tank. So let's go and have a go at spraying off this field. So you can just see over there the weeds in the centre of the field there. You can see there's quite a few in this field. As I say, we did drop a ball here. Slightly annoying because the crop itself looks really good. And it's a shame because we're going to miss out on that extra bonus of yield without the herbicide. But it's better to get it in, I think. Spray it off. And that way, as I say, the combining can be a bit easier. We're not going to get any mixes up. We should still get a fairly decent yield, but hey ho, these things happen. So we know we won't do next year. We'll try and get a bit better at that. So without further ado, let's get in this field and let's start spraying. Welcome back, everybody. We just literally managed to finish that field off there, and it is 5-3 now. So I'm glad we've got that done. Just get the Massey out of the field here and out of the way. So you can see there where we've sprayed off the weeds and killed them off, which is good. Yeah, we have knocked off a bit of the yield there, but it is going to be better than if we'd just left it. So it's a shame, really, but there you go. But as as you can see there, as crop-wise, there's another few weeks of growing in that there, really, just for it to really ripen off. But come August, we'll have a lovely crop of barley there to bring in, and hopefully a nice bit of straw that we might even be able to sell and make a bit of cash from, to be honest. Anyway, let's get back to the farm. Check on the calves, see how they're getting on, and yeah, see what's occurring. Right. That's the manure fork, all connected back up again, which is good. Perfect. Ideal for that kind of job is the 390T. Yeah. Just perfect with those row crop tyres on. But that's another job done, which is ideal. So I'll just get the telehandler out, shift that IBC out the way and get it in this shed here with the others. And yeah, see what's occurring. Okay, just got a few little bits and pieces just done there. You can see it's about 5 to 4 now, so kind of really done for the day there, which is good. As I say, managed to get a few jobs in. Went down just before, checked on the cows. They're all looking great. You can't really see them from here. But yep, they're all happy. Looking good in their new pasture. So, really, I think right now, I probably won't speak to you guys again until August time when we're about to do harvest. Unless something crazy happens in the meantime, we've got some extra work to do or something. In which case, you will see another video between now and then. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys at harvest time. There we go. There we go, guys. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back again to Castlerigg Farm. Hope you're all well. It is early August here on the farm, and as you can see, it's a lovely day. The weather we've been having recently has been brilliant, really good. Has been a full month since I last spoke to you. We have been busy, but I haven't done any videos because we've not really done anything that's been worth capturing, really. So I thought I'd just power ahead, like I said. Excuse you. I thought I'd just power ahead, like I said, to harvest time. And today's the day. Spoke with Craig a couple of days ago. Asked him if he'd be available to come down today because the weather was looking good at the time anyway, and he said he would be. So yeah, and brilliantly that weather forecast has turned out. So yeah, so we're actually forecast the forecast between sort of 29 and 32 degrees pretty much all day today. It's an absolute scorcher, ideal for harvesting. So it's quite early at the moment, just after 6. So I'm going to wait till about 9, 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to go and do the moisture test on the first crop, which I think we're going to start with the wheat that's down in the bottom field. So we'll head down there in a bit on the quad bike in a couple of hours, just make sure we're on, and then yeah, and then it's it. Wagons roll. So hopefully a good video for you to see us getting in the harvesting this year at Castlerigg. And yeah, exciting times. Let's see what the yield brings in off the fields. Right. So there you can see is our OSR field, and that's looking well as well. You know, near enough. Good to harvest, but we'll probably do that one last. I want to start off with this wheat field, I think, first. Right, let's get in the middle here and get a chunk of this up here. So I came down this morning and tried it around about 9 o'clock, like I said. And we were around about 20, I think it was 22, 23% moisture, which is a little bit too much. So I thought I'd leave it another bit and see how we go. So what are we at now? 18%. I mean, that is more or less perfect. Really, we want to be between 20 and sort of 15, 14%-ish. So we're reading really well there. That's perfect. We want to get that out as soon as we can. Right, let's get on the blower to Craig.
doing?
Alright. How's things?
I can't complain. Getting stuff sorted for harvest.
Yeah.
And everything set up.
Good. Well, I'm glad I called at the right time then. So I know we spoke the other day and you said you'd be free, hopefully, to come down today and help us with our harvest and get cracking. I've just done I've done 2 moisture content readings on this bottom wheat field as the first one to do. Now this morning it was still a wee bit high, but I've just read it now. We're bang on, good to go. So whenever you're ready, mate, if you can get here as soon as possible. I think it's forecast to stay as it is, like this kind of weather-wise, all day. So there couldn't really have been a better time. So yeah, whenever you're ready, mate, to come on down with your gear, we'll just get cracking and get this out. That work for you?
That works for me. Like I said, everything's near ready to go. Just getting the header trailer and that attached just now, and then I can start making my way down.
Fantastic. Right then, well, I'll go and get the tractor up to the trailer and stuff, and I'll meet you up at our yard when you're good to go.
Right, mate. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
See you later, mate. Perfect. Right. So yeah. Oh, look at this. It feels like I've been waiting ages for this. It feels like ages since we were in these fields planting them in. And today is the day we finally, literally, reap the rewards. Right. Let's get back up to the farm, get the gear ready, and wait on Craig. So, just been checking over this grain blower, and it does seem to be okay. Hopefully we shouldn't have any issues, but it does seem to be okay. We're gonna be needing to use these later on when we're bringing all that grain up. So pipes look okay, electronics look all right. I was a bit worried about that because they only get used, once every year almost, pretty much, when we're doing this. So, but yeah, so that's handy. Good to know. We'll leave that out for now because we're going to be needing it in a bit. That. Oh, hang on. Hello?
Hello, mate.
You all good?
I'm all good. I have parked the combine down in the fallow field just at the bottom. Just whenever you're ready, just come down, meet me down here.
Amazing, yeah. Perfect. Right, I'll be with you in 5 minutes and we will get cracking. Do you need anything? Is everything all good your side? We're just good to go?
Pretty much good to go. Everything's sorted on my end here.
Perfect. Right, I'll be with you in 5 minutes.
No worries, dude. Catch you then.
In a bit. Right. That's Craig here then. That is perfect. Let's head down to that field and get cracking. I'm actually super excited about this. As I say, it'll be good to see how this harvest pays off with everything. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all goes. Hello, mate.
Oh, hello, dude. How we doing?
Yeah, all good, all good. Looking good, isn't it? Looking good.
Everything's... I was just hooking up PTO's lines, making sure everything's sorted on the header, but I think we're pretty much good to go now.
Fab. Well, it's a cracking day for it. It literally couldn't be better.
Yeah.
Right, if you come with me, I'll show you what the plan is. So, first field we're going to do, I think, will be the wheat field here.
Yep.
And I think, obviously we'll see how it's yielding first, but obviously if you get through one headland without needing to unload, I will empty you after you've done that headland. Or if the yield is that good that you get stuck before you finish it, obviously give me a call on the radio, I'll come down and meet you. But yeah, we'll just play it by ear, I think. See how we go.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. We can do that.
Brill. Right then. My track's alright there for you to try and get across?
We'll give that a go.
Out of the way enough, innit?
Yeah, it should be fine over there.
Brill. Alright, let's do it.
Lovely.
Alright, mate.
Alright.
Right, I've just been and gone and checked that field there. So, we are running at about 12% at the minute, moisture in that OSR. And really, I'd rather that be between 9 and 10, just to get the moisture right in the seed when we bring it in. So,
Yep.
sorry to be a pain. I'm thinking, if you're happy to, can you leave your combine here, perhaps on the farm overnight? We had that rain, you see, last night, and I'm thinking, I've looked at the weather, we're going to prolonged dry spell here, so I'm thinking if we leave the combine there for now, overnight, we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully that OSR then should be good to go, I reckon. Would that work for you?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. As I said, a lot of the fields that I've got aren't fully grown yet. They will be toward the end of August, so I don't need to combine anytime soon.
Yeah, no worries. I think my barley was a spring crop this year, so yeah, that'll probably be, for me, I'd probably say your earliest you're looking there is early September for me with that. So, but yeah, I think if we can get that OSR in perhaps tomorrow, and then we're good for the sort of first part of harvest, and we'll wait through to September for me, and then we'll get my barley in, and yeah, Anyway, well, what we'll do then is, I mean, you're welcome to leave that there, or again in that field over there, just for tonight. And then we'll first thing tomorrow morning, we'll come back down, check the moisture content, and crack on. How's that?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
What I'll do is as well tonight, I'll take you back in my Land Rover so you can get back home as well, and I'll come pick you up tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to ask, can I get a lift home?
Yeah, no worries.
Brilliant.
I'll sort that now.
Thank you very much.
Alright, well, let's go and get a cup of tea.
Yep.
And, yeah. Morning all. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, would you? That is typical. That is absolutely typical. Yeah, we've had this rain come in. I was up this morning about sort of 5, 6, checking out the cows, and it had been raining since then when I got up. So it's now 7 o'clock, 2 hours later, and it is still peeing down. So that's that. That's that buggered. I mean, I better give Craig a ring and see what it's like near him, to be fair.
Hello mate, how are you doing?
Morning. How are you?
Been better. I mean, I'm out in the yard now, and unfortunately, it is raining.
Yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's bloody typical. That I was just doing one of the YouTube videos. I was just saying to the guys, it's absolutely typical. It's typical of our weather. So yeah, I mean, according to the forecast, this is at least sort of locked in till about 9, 10 o'clock, at least. 10, 11 o'clock. So, I mean, it's not going to be ready at 10 o'clock, obviously, because I've got to make sure the moisture content's right before I even get anywhere near that field. So,
yeah.
And with it being OSR, it needs to be a fairly low moisture content as well. So, we're looking at, it's going to be sunny for most of the afternoon and the night.
Yeah.
And then it's going to rain again tomorrow. Then it looks rainy, sunny the day after, and possibly sunny towards the end. So typically the rest of August isn't going to be great.
No.
So
Doesn't look like
there might only be one thing for it, mate, and I don't know if you're okay with this. I mean, it is harvest time, and I guess you have to do these things, but I mean, I'm happy to go in, and because I want to get that crop in as soon as possible. There's no way I can let it go to race. It'll be too much money down the drain. So,
Yep.
when this rain dries, I will keep. When this rain stops, I'll keep going and checking that field. We'll get the moisture content reader. Now, if it stays dry, I think there's a chance. But if it does finish around between 10 or 11 o'clock, there could be a chance around about. If it stays warm, that is, 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, we might have a window where we can get it in.
Right, yep. Yep.
But it might mean that we're going to be out there quite late doing it. Is that alright with you?
That's not an issue for me at all.
Right, amazing. Sorry to muck you around, mate. It's typical, isn't it?
But it's like you said, it's just, unfortunately, the weather's unpredictable, to be honest.
Right, well, I'm going to go and check on my cows, see how they're getting on. And hopefully I'll see you a bit later on.
Yep, no worries at all. Like I said, just give us a bell when you find anything out, alright?
Yeah, will do. Cheers, bud.
Right, see you later.
See you in a bit. Oh, what a nightmare. Right. One thing I do want to do is I want to go and get this trailer out of the rain, because that'll be useless for us if that is full of water. Okay, so I've had a quick look in the back, and there is a wee bit of water in the back of the trailer, which is not ideal. So what I'm going to do is I decided I'm going to pull it through here, turn it around, we'll back it in, and I can go and empty it in the slurry drain for the shed. And then what I'm going to do is I'll probably stick it either in the feeding aisle where the cow sheds are, or just chuck it out of the way under that barn over there. Should be enough room in there just for now, just to keep it out of the water, and then that should help it dry off over the next few hours. Right. Get that out of there. Perfect. Right. Let's go and get it in the shed, out of the way. Right. So we'll just leave that there out of the way now. It should just be enough out of the rain just to keep it dry for these few hours, and if it does finish raining in an hour's time or so, or a few hours time, if we get enough warm weather, we should be okay there, just to keep that nice and dry. Right, so what I'm going to go and do now is I'm just going to go and check on the cows down in that bottom field, make sure they're okay, make sure they've got enough food and everything, obviously with the rain coming in. Calves are alright, checked them this morning, so that's fine. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this video there, guys. Given the weather, you know, and what we've been doing so far, it should take us up to about 40 minutes, which is usually where I like to finish off. So yeah, we'll leave this episode here, and we'll continue on with harvest in the next one. Hopefully by which time the rain will have cleared up, and we can get some decent time in the fields, bringing all the rest of those crops in. So thanks again for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Just before I go, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody so far who has liked and subscribed. I'm nearly at 200 subscribers now, which I'm over the moon about. I could not be happier with that. Considering how short a space of time the channel's been going, to have 200 people subscribing to the channel and liking what I do, I'm gobsmacked. So thank you very much. I noticed that I'm getting a lot of views recently from people who have found the channel elsewhere and who haven't subscribed. I'm never going to tell you all to like and subscribe my videos. The only thing I will say is if you're enjoying what you're watching here and you want to see more from the channel, then please do click the subscribe button and click for the notifications, and you'll get notified when we post more videos. But absolutely only if you want to do that. So yeah. Anyway, as I say, we'll leave it there for now, and hopefully we'll get the next video out in the next week or so. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I shall see you all soon. Ta-ra!